Alright, this is part 2 of our lesson on classifying triangles and Pythagorean theorem. In this video we will focus on solving triangles using the Pythagorean theorem and using the Pythagorean theorem to tell if three sides represent the lengths of a right triangle. Alright, Pythagorean theorem. Leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So we're supposed to find the missing side. So we'll call that x. In this case, x is the hypotenuse. So the Pythagorean theorem becomes leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. Alright, so that's 9 plus 100 is equal to x squared. Alright, so that's 109 is equal to x squared. Alright, to unsquare this x, we need to take the square root of both sides. Normally we would do plus or minus, but you can't have a negative length. Don't be silly. So that's going to give me x equals. Let's see if the square root of 109 simplifies. Alright, square root 109. Nope, so it's just radical 109. So that is the answer to that one. Did they say anything about decimals or anything? Alright, if we did want a decimal answer, we could keep going and just hit the toggle key. So that'd be 10.44. Alright, so that's it. Up, that's C. So that means B must be down here. So here we go again. Okay, we're supposed to find the missing side. Now, please understand, which part of this is the hypotenuse, guys? That's right, the hypotenuse is the 13. So these are legs. Okay, so the Pythagorean theorem says leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So we need to be doing x squared plus 5 squared is equal to 13 squared. And then we just have to solve for this. Well, this is x squared plus 25 is equal to 169. If you subtract 25 from both sides, that's going to give you x squared is equal to 144. Alright, if I want to get x by itself, I once again have to take the square root of both sides. So that's going to give me x equals 12. Okay, so that is it for part B. Okay, let's knock out parts C and D. Do the following sides form a right triangle? Well, we are going to use the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Alright, the Pythagorean theorem basically says if you have a right triangle, then a squared plus b squared equals c squared, like hypotenuse. Now, the converse of this would be like this. If a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then right triangle. Alright, in other words, if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and then it must be a right triangle. If not, then it's not a right triangle. Okay, so we just need to know what's a, what's b, what's c. Well, c squared. C is the wannabe hypotenuse. Okay, and the hypotenuse is always the largest side. So, this is the largest side, so I'm going to call that C. It doesn't matter which one of the other ones you call A and which ones you call B. You should be doing this. A squared plus B squared. And we're trying to see, does it equal C squared? Okay, so let's see. 2.1 squared plus, what was it, 7.2 squared. All right, that's 56.25. Okay, now 7.5 squared. Oh, look at that, 56.25, identical. All right, so since a squared plus b squared does equal c squared, then we'll say yes. And we're saying yes in answer to the question, do the following sides form a right triangle? In this case, yes, they do. All right, let's look at part D. Again, the potential C, the potential hypotenuse has got to be the biggest number. So this is like my A and my B and my C. Okay, so that's 6 squared plus 8 squared. And does it equal 10 squared? That is the question. Well, 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64. And 10 squared, is, of course, is 100. I can already see that this is going to be 100. I can already see what's happening, but yeah, because 36 plus 64, man. Okay, so that means once again we have a yes on our hands. Okay, because a squared plus b squared does equal c squared, so it must be a right triangle. All right, am I forgetting any? Am I hitting everything? Let me zoom out for a second. All right, I do believe I have done my due diligence. All right, so I think this is the end of the lesson. I hope it was helpful to you guys. And I will see you on the next video.